There you go. Well, we are here, everybody. Welcome to Your Vitamins, the home.
The cameras are there.
Oh, I get so distracted by the amazing things going on behind us.
I just thought I'd help you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank God Andrew's here. And thank goodness you're here as well. Andrew, it is always a joy to be in the place where they're made, Your Vitamins.
It's always a privilege to do this. We do this at least a couple of times a year to broadcast live. I mean, we built Matt Ryba, who installed our blenders, built all our blenders, literally built the room around the blenders, built this special studio, and it's a very special studio. The glass has to be at a specific angle so the lights don't reflect and you don't get glare, but also blocks the sound. Also, this is a separate air supply in here, so everything that's going on out there is entirely protected and independent from what's going on in here. So, and the reason why we built this is we did our first live remote about 15 years ago, and it was out on the factory floor right there.
Wow. We
had to go out of production for a week to set it up. Then we had to go out of production for a week to clean up after we did it.
I didn't know this.
So this was actually a much more intelligent way to go about doing, as long as we're going to do these twice a year, a much better way to do so. And this way we could walk around the studio afterwards, but walk around the factory afterwards.
And the studio if you want.
This is the studio. But for me, it's just exciting to share what we do. Because whether you realize it or not, most of the vitamins that we as Americans buy are not manufactured by the person whose brand is selling it. It was manufactured for them, but by what's called a co-packer or a contract manufacturer. Someone who just answered a bid to make that product for the person who sells it. So we make everything here. That happens simply because no one would make products using the standards that we employ. And that's why all of our products are so unique. They're so uniquely well reviewed. I think our total reviews now are approaching 100,000 total reviews, averaging over 4.6 stars. So that's our total reviews, and it's not like we have hundreds and hundreds of products. We basically have a handful of products, but they're exceptionally well reviewed. And if they're not well reviewed, I take it to heart and I change the product until I make it something that you will give positive reviews.
You are always guaranteed the very best, and I promise you during the course of tonight's show, we will take you on the best tour ever of this incredible destination here in Henderson, Nevada.
Best tour ever. That's getting carried away a little.
I'm building up the expectation.
Superlatives here.
Getting carried away, and it's so early in the night. Well, one of the things that we are going to do this evening is really spend an evening with Andrew, diving into some products that don't always get a lot of airtime, showing off at some of the products that really are beloved with their reviews. And there's a lot of different categories tonight. First of all, we're going to start with our digestion.
And I was going to grab just some reviews off the top of the stack. And what DigestAssure simply is, it's nothing else but digestive enzymes.
Right.
The only way we digest food in our body is with enzymes. Yes, some of those enzymes require an acidic environment. The proteolytic enzymes in particular require an acidic environment, but the enzymes are what do that chemical work. Most of the time, if you're going to be breaking down the foods we eat, you'll need extremes of temperature to accomplish that. That gets done at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And the only reason it gets done at such a modest temperature is because of enzymes. And as we get older, like so many things that change, our ability to digest food, we struggle. As much as our stomachs feel acidic, more acidic as we get older, yes, they become more sensitive, but in general, they become less acidic. And enzymes aren't secreted as well as they were when we were younger. That means that the food we still depend on to be digested, to make up who we are, because we literally are what we eat. Our body is constantly replacing itself, repairing itself, maintaining itself. So that food has to be digested. Enzymes do the work, and that's all DigestAssure is. It is just a concentrated source, 100% pure. There's nothing in that capsule other than digestive enzymes. Focusing on the proteolytic enzymes because protein tends to be the most challenging to digest. And just very quickly, just read a couple of reviews, and I encourage you to go online. It's another product that's almost perfectly reviewed. A miracle did happen to me. I have a bad case of digestive problems. After reading the reviews, I had nothing to lose, so I tried DigestAssure. You were right, this works great. I had some food that I have not eaten in years. Now I can eat and everything is fine. It will never take my issues away, but it keeps it under control.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew Lessman, and all those who wrote wonderful reviews. This is my miracle. And that brings out an important point. When you give something a review, yes, It's an opportunity for me to understand how the product works. But even more importantly, it's an opportunity for you to share with someone else that the product works. So again, your reviews play an important role in the experiences of others.
So important.
Works great. I've used DigestAssure for years and with great results. While I don't need them daily, I like using DigestAssure on those occasions when I have a large meal. That's what I do.
Yeah.
DigestAssure really helps put an end to that stuffed and bloated feeling. I always carry some in my purse, so if needed, I have them when I eat away from home. They're always great around the holidays when you tend to overload on rich foods. That's when these become more popular. Before using DigestAssure, I would feel the need to sit a while and wait to use the restroom. DigestAssure has solved that issue for me. Thanks, Andrew, for a great product from Linda in Michigan.
I do want to let everybody know throughout the course tonight, we kind of have an encore on our pricing. All of our vitamin jumped off the table.
That's flying vitamin.
They're very lively. One of the things we are going to do is let you know that all of Andrew's products are basically on special pricing through tonight.
Everything until midnight. I just want showing again, most digestive products you see are in tablets, which is sort of bizarre because you have to digest a tablet or cause it to disintegrate, digest in order to benefit from it. The only common sense way to deliver digestive enzymes would be in a fashion like this, where they are like dust. So those digestive enzymes, and that's all that powder is. There's no binders or lubricants. There's just digestive enzymes there. So they're freely available to disperse with stomach contents and deliver their benefits.
We're going to head over this way to our next item. Andrew, when I think of aloe vera, I think of a long time ago when I was growing up, being on vacation, and I got some sunburn, and my mum bought some aloe vera and rubbed it on me.
Well, you can even in Nevada here, you see aloe vera in Southern California, in Florida, and that's exactly what many of us who know will actually, you'll take it's a succulent plant.
Right.
You'll take one of the, I'm not sure what you call it, a frond or a leaf of the plant.
Yeah.
They're very kind of meaty leaves. And the inside of that leaf, that secretion, that's the aloe vera gel. And in fact, that's all we use in making that product, is only that really special, isolated central part of the aloe vera, the meat of that aloe vera leaf. That is all we use. And it's in a high concentration because you want the most important protective molecules from aloe vera. And our concentration is 200 to 1. Also, it's never exposed to heat.
Okay.
One of the most important things about aloe vera, if it's exposed to heat, you're going to basically change the molecules that deliver the benefits, and in so doing, eliminate the benefits of the product.
So basically, a lot of us, we think of aloe vera as a topical thing. This is something that's going to nurture our digestion from the inside out.
Well, it's one of those, many people will consume aloe vera gel or aloe vera drink. This is a much higher concentration that you find in this capsule, and that's exactly the same benefit. It is designed to deliver the soothing benefits of aloe vera. That's why we introduced the product originally, and again, this is another product that's exceptionally well reviewed.
Well, folks, we are excited that you're enjoying the show already tonight. If you want to get in front of everybody else, go online at hsn.com. Or if you want, you can always shop with your iPad or your tablet. Just download the HSN app. And as Andrew and I kind of chat backwards and forwards about some of these wonderful products, you can always add your order in. Just remember, if there's anything that's been in your cart over the past 48 hours or so, that pricing will expire at midnight. And tonight's Monday show is a little later than Andrew and I would normally do it. So you only have a couple of hours before that pricing does come to an end. If you've been meaning to try aloe vera, and of course when Andrew does something as he has with this, it's in its finest, most really optimized form. As you said, Andrew, pure cold pressed.
And I think the amount is it takes more than 10 pounds of the aloe vera plant to yield 1 ounce of our aloe vera powder. So to give you a sense of how highly concentrated and the most important part of the plant that we use, I was just going to read a couple of reviews quickly here on aloe vera.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know if we didn't have pricing charts on this.
We did not, no.
But it's again, like everything, it's at event pricing.
Yes.
So everything is at event pricing for this is the last show of the visit.
Yep.
So this is a keeper. I ordered the 30 counts so we could give it a try. It has calmed my husband's colon, and I take it to help with digestion. And in the end, everybody is regular these days. It beats taking milk of magnesia any day of the week. I ordered a larger size so we don't run out. Another product worth taking from ProCaps. And aloe vera has a very lengthy history of use that probably goes back thousands of years.
Legacy, sure.
I think to ancient Egypt.
Wow.
Welcome addition to our daily supplements. We tried the aloe vera for 30 days and decided it worked for the both of us. So I ordered the 180 count and plan on reordering it. It calms down the intestinal tract and gives us both an overall good feeling. And that's its role. It's supposed to be soothing, calming, support healing. That's what aloe vera was historically and traditionally intended for, and that's exactly what you read when you read the reviews. So,
well, folks,
one more?
Yeah, can we do one more?
Just one more quickly, sorry. I feel wonderful when I take this product, and I feel noticeably different if I miss a couple of doses. Your family must be enormously proud of you. God bless you for your continued work. That's very nice.
And they are very proud of you, right?
My parents tell me they are, yeah. So I believe them. So.
And I believe them
And
too.
I'm very proud of my parents. They did a good job.
And you have a sister as well, of course.
I do indeed have a sister. My sister Gail, who lives in Connecticut. Yes.
It's wonderful.
And I have 2 nieces. 2 godkids. Yes.
It's a wonderful family.
And 2 dogs.
And of course, you're a part of the Andrew Lessman family as well. Final words on aloe vera.
It's, again, as we look at aloe vera for the outside of our body in its soothing and healing role, that's exactly how you should view it in terms of the inside of our body.
We turned into This Is Your Life then for a second tonight.
For a second. Oh, and here's a little some aloe vera.
Look at that.
And you could actually see on the plate, you could see the sort of the gel from the aloe vera right there at the corner of the plate.
As you said, though, it's as the process to do it, you don't get a lot.
That's a pretty small aloe vera leaf. In my backyard here, I have bigger aloe vera growing than that. I'll have to go harvesting next time.
It's mini size. Okay, we're going to move along. Oh, I'm pleased we're doing this. Ultimate Friendly Flora. I really want Andrew to tell you about this because this is a product that is really vital for so many of us. Anybody out there that is on certain types of, if you suffer a lot with, let's say, heartburn or indigestion or GERD or lots of things like that, if you're concerned about the digestive system, let's get some Friendly Flora in there, Andrew.
Well, if you have to take antibiotics, some of us have to take antibiotics frequently. Even many of us don't realize those very, very effective pharmaceuticals that we take if we have GERD or acid reflux, the proton pump inhibitors. Those products change the pH, the acidity and alkalinity of our gastric environment, of our digestive system. And in so doing, they change the environment that our Friendly Flora will no longer be able to thrive in. So we have to pay very careful attention to our Friendly Flora, not just because of digestion, not because how it affects how we absorb nutrients and our regularity and how we feel in terms of digestion, but also in terms of our immune system. Friendly Flora is an integral part of our immune system, the barrier function of our immune system, keeping the things out that we don't want to enter our body, whether through our digestive system, whether through our respiratory system, our urogenital tract. The Friendly Flora, the probiotics, are absolutely critical to those tissues, those organs, those systems being protected. And also we now know that there is something called a gut-brain connection that so goes, it's not the idea in a gut-brain connection that if your gut doesn't feel well, you don't feel well. But on a much more subtle chemical level within your body, the role that the Friendly Flora, the secretions they create, the way our body functions, the chemicals that they generate, affects our nervous system, affects our brain. So part of being a healthy human being is trying to remember what it used to be a healthy human being, because our world has become so sanitized that we no longer get the probiotics with a normal diet, that there's no longer probiotics in our environment. Children, we used to play in the dirt and things like that. Now our parents tell us not to. Yeah. In fact, we know quite well that children raised in a very sanitized modern environment tend to have a greater instance of allergies and things like that, where they say you got to let kids be kids. So again, you can talk about your pediatrician or doctors about that, but just in general, the way we live is so sanitized, so sterilized, that we don't have an opportunity to proliferate, to have that Friendly Flora be that healthy tool in terms of our immune system, in terms of normal healthy digestion. You can't have normal healthy digestion, you can't have normal healthy immune system function without a healthy complement, a rich, healthy complement of Friendly Flora. And unfortunately, the way we eat, the way we live, that's something that just isn't occurring.
Andrew, wasn't there the case that there was Friendly Flora and then Ultimate Friendly Flora in the line?
Yeah, this is, and that's, I was just looking at the pricing on the chart in front of you. This is the Ultimate Friendly Flora, which provides significantly higher potency than our original Friendly Flora. And as you can see here, there's 25 billion colony-forming units per capsule. And per capsule of Friendly Flora, there's 5 billion.
Big difference.
So there's 5 times more here. It's roughly double the price of Friendly Flora, but you're getting 5 times more for double the price. And you're really getting a level that, because folks were taking multiple capsules of Friendly Flora.
Right.
If you still want it, we still have it. So rather than take multiple capsules, it was so much more affordable to offer it in a single capsule as we do here.
And folks, obviously with our extra special savings event, it's happening right now. That pricing all expires at midnight tonight. So we've had a wonderful weekend with Andrew, but it is coming to a close. Here's what the extra special savings look like. In just a couple hours, this is where the pricing will go to. If you're ordering it right now, that's where the pricing is. And as you can see, taking a look at the 180, normally you spend $130. Today it's under $90. That saves you $40, and we will pay to send it to you. All of Andrew's products are on free shipping at this moment in time. It's funny how many messages we get from folks that will watch the show and then kind of start to shop the next day or the day after, and they'll message me and say, Adam, I want the free shipping, or why is the price not like what we saw? Whenever Andrew is here, you get the extra special savings. So now is the time to shop.
On everything. So we make sure that even if something isn't featured on television, it's always better to reorder it while I'm here. And the visits generally are brief. They start Saturday evening and they end Sunday night. Yeah. This is an exception. We're doing, and I forgot there's a list of questions. I'm sure there must be here. Hopefully there's a list of questions. There were a number of questions that I wanted to answer that we got a whole bunch of them.
And
so,
we'll get those. Obviously this is a kind of an encore for us, and we love spending this time with you. Final thoughts on Ultimate Friendly Flora. If you are somebody that is looking for just additional support, and we know in our diet we're not getting it. I'm somebody that, like you perhaps, has been on proton pump inhibitors and looking to do something better for me, more beneficial for me. I started taking Ultimate Friendly Flora about 2 years ago. I wouldn't be without it. I would not be without it. We don't realize, because we live day to day, but so many of us are not giving our bodies specifically what it needs, and that's where this kind of plays a huge role.
And I don't think most of us realize when we talk about Friendly Flora or probiotics that we have trillions of cells in our body. That's a lot of cells in our body. There are 100 trillion friendly organisms that we rely on in our body. I don't think we appreciate that. The fact that the way our digestive, what do they say, no man is an island? Right. The way our digestive system functions, Friendly Flora probiotics are an indispensable part of a healthy digestive system. If your digestive system struggles, it might pay attention to probiotics and to look at Friendly Flora. It doesn't have to be mine. What we do here is we keep it simple. By keeping it simple, we follow the most straightforward, the most validated science when it comes to probiotics. There are thousands of strains of probiotics. The strains you see on this chart are the most well established in terms of their benefits, in terms of their population, in terms of their consistency and efficacy in human beings. So that is the basis of this formula here. The names will probably be familiar: Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus plantarum, Lactobacillus salivarius, and then Bifidobacterium lactis. And those little codes there, LA14, LP115, those are the codes for the specific species, the specific strains of those species.
Right.
And if you did research, you'll look at some of the research and they'll say that in a study positively looking at Lactobacillus, say, acidophilus, it was LA14 that delivered the desired benefits. So you need to pay attention to those things.
It's such a wonderful feeling, and I said this yesterday, but Andrew, knowing how much you do pour over the science and all the research you do, it's fabulous knowing that whatever product we're going to show you, and perhaps tonight you'll see in excess of 20, 30 products, everything is the very finest that Andrew believes can be made, the very finest. Like this next item, glucosamine, chondroitin, we'll talk about it. One of the most shocking revelations to me was when Andrew discussed the fact that the most prevalent form in the market is really not the most effective.
No, what's the right word? It's pretty embarrassing for the industry, or it might be even shameful that if you look at the research on glucosamine chondroitin, The form of glucosamine where the positive research is found is something called glucosamine sulfate. In fact, there's even research in science that says use only glucosamine sulfate, do not use glucosamine hydrochloride, because the benefits are tied to that sulfate moiety, that sulfate group being part of the glucosamine molecule. Yet, if you look at most of the products on the market, just because glucosamine hydrochloride is cheaper, even though it's not effective, it's cheaper. That's what you find in most products is glucosamine hydrochloride. So again, you don't have to get my product, but if you're getting glucosamine, make sure it's glucosamine sulfate. It also has to really be 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, because the way the system has worked, you get 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine as part of the glucosamine sulfate molecule. And then with that, you combine 1,200 milligrams of chondroitin sulfate, entirely chondroitin sulfate. So they kind of do both molecules a little bit differently, but that's the science and that's what you have to follow. Unfortunately, most companies violate that. They use glucosamine hydrochloride, and sometimes if they use glucosamine sulfate, they only give 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, which means that you're only getting 1,200 milligrams of the glucosamine that you want. You're getting shortchanged on that. So it's unfortunate, but this industry takes shortcuts. And the victim of those shortcuts are the people who you expect you shouldn't have to read the fine print on a vitamin label to really know that you're not being taken advantage of. But when it comes to glucosamine, that's typically what happens.
I mean, basically what we're all looking for is strong, healthy joints, maintaining our elasticity, keeping up with it as we age. And if you're going to take any product, let's make sure we're taking one that's most beneficial. Well, this is last call and last chance on pricing. So if you would like to kind of take that leap and say, okay, I'm going to do this for me, I really, I'm starting to feel the wear and tear, I'm not feeling as flexible as I used to, the pricing today is wonderful. Take a look. Over half off the 480 caps. I mean, that's a significant saving, Andrew, because these are expensive ingredients. So to save over $104 is not something to kind of shy away from.
And you're getting 480 capsules, so you're roughly paying about 20 cents a capsule for what are very expensive ingredients. And again, a lot of folks get disappointed in their glucosamine chondroitin product because it's hard to swallow, upsets their stomach. They're large tablets, they're upsetting to the stomach, especially glucosamine hydrochloride. What is HCl? That's hydrochloric acid.
Sure.
So glucosamine hydrochloride, that glucosamine is bound to a molecule basically of hydrochloric acid. So it can be challenging to the stomach. Ours is glucosamine sulfate, and of course, no rock hard tablets to irritate the lining of your stomach, just an ultra fine tablet. So easy to swallow, small capsule, and it's not going to be any problem at all in terms of digestion or in terms of upsetting your stomach.
Andrew, is it ever too late to start taking something like this? Will we start to feel the benefits?
Gosh, no. It's, in fact, in general with supplements, the later you start, not to postpone, it's almost the benefits become more dramatic, because as we get older, the challenges we suffer from, those challenges tend to respond more visibly, more dramatically than when we're youthful. Everything tends to work well on its own. Supplements are less essential. The sooner we start, the better we, as my dad always says, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. So it's a mantra I remember. And there was a question here that was asked about a couple of different products. Aloe vera, asked about glucosamine chondroitin. If your product has gone past its expiration date, we make everything with an expiration date, and they vary. The shortest expiration date is, I believe, 18 months, and that's with our Friendly Flora, Ultimate Friendly Flora, by nature of the fact that those capsules contain living things. Glucosamine chondroitin will have a 3-year expiration. It would be fine years later. Even the aloe vera question, if you were going to take it later, they do not become harmful. Just some ingredients will predictably lose a little bit of potency past their expiration, but they don't become harmful. So that was a frequent question. Do they become dangerous, harmful? No, but certain ingredients, our fiber will be fine, calcium will be fine. Some things will outlive all of us, but certain ingredients will gradually lose their potency after the expiration date.
As we head over this way, it's you're actually joining us at a great time, because your glucosamine chondroitin is going to be made right here. This is where it comes from. Unlike most things that we buy in life, we pick it off a shelf in a store and we don't know the origin.
No, that's why for me it's such a privilege to be able to show off what we do here. And we've gone to great lengths to make this factory incredible. When we get inspected by the various organizations that inspect companies like ours.
Yeah.
The only thing they leave is giving us praise. And that's all we seek. I think a lot of companies try to see what they can get away with.
Sure.
We just try to see how exceptional we could be, how superlative we can be in terms of everything we do, from the cleanliness of the facility to how we maintain the equipment to the kind of equipment we buy.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that you can only make exceptional products in an exceptional environment. And what we do here with these shows is a chance for you to see the investment that we've made in the quality of your products.
I don't claim to know a lot in life, and my wife would agree, but I will say this. I know where to buy the best vitamins. That's right here on HSN from Andrew Lessman. Yesterday, we had a moment to talk about turmeric, and Andrew and I were kind of bantering backwards and forwards about going onto a Google, a search site, and putting turmeric and seeing some of the autofill options that come up. What an incredible ingredient.
Oh no, when you do a little research, especially when you get into the real science, certainly it's getting written up all the time. And we'll talk about turmeric here, then briefly we'll talk about ginger extract, and then we also, just so you know, we have a product that's a 50-50 blend of turmeric and ginger if you want them both. And turmeric, although being a spice, it's gentle and soothing to the stomach, as is ginger. But turmeric, where most people are taking advantage of its soothing benefits, are for their joints. That's why it's always fun to talk about after glucosamine and chondroitin.
Yes.
Because glucosamine and chondroitin are all about the structure and maintaining the structure of your joints, whereas turmeric is all about providing soothing benefits to your joints. Also, with turmeric, you get detoxifying benefits for the liver, you get supportive benefits for the brain as well, and the digestive system is one of the targets, really, and where turmeric is concentrated in the body is in the digestive system. And there's all sorts of great research about turmeric's benefits for the liver, for the pancreas, for the colon, the digestive system as a whole. So it's one of those ingredients, as I said the other day, it's hard to find a part of the body for which turmeric hasn't been discussed in the scientific literature.
If you get a moment, honestly search turmeric, you'll be blown away by what people say about it. I want to draw your attention to the pricing, because there's a lot of different turmeric products out there in the marketplace. We'll mention in a moment why this is so important, but the pricing today, and remember, it ends in just a couple of hours or so at midnight tonight. This is your last chance to get turmeric with the extra special savings event. So that's where the pricing is going to be in just a couple hours from now. Very good, but this is where it is at the moment, saving you the most amount of money.
And turmeric, as you're pointing out, there is a difference. The folks who make poor, bad turmeric products would like you to think that all turmeric is created equal, but it's not. Even if you start off with the very best extract of turmeric, it's inherently hard to absorb. It's inherently rapidly cleared from the body. So the best extract of turmeric is not going to be beneficial. You have to do something with turmeric to overcome its inherent lack of absorbability, its inherent clearance from the body. And the way that's done is simply by following a page from traditional use, from an Indian cookbook, is by looking at combining it with fat. When turmeric has been used in India for centuries and centuries, it's been used as a spice. And it's cooked into stews, and when it's cooked into stews and cooked into foods, it naturally combines with fat. That natural combination with fat dramatically increases the absorbability and the retention of turmeric. Mother Nature at work. So that's exactly how we do it. It enhances the absorbability of turmeric 30-fold, 30 times more. So you get much more bang for your buck, much more benefit from your turmeric. There's another way to get turmeric to be well absorbed other than synthetic methods. The other natural method involves something, black pepper spice, something called piperine, which apparently also is effective at enhancing turmeric's absorption. The only problem is it also can affect the absorption of certain drugs and medications, and I'd rather not make a supplement that I have to warn anybody about what its implications might be for the medications they might be taking. Our way of delivering turmeric, it's the natural way, the traditional way. In fact, we specially select the fat even that we combine it with, because the fat we combine it with is the #1 phospholipid in the liver and the #1 phospholipid in the brain, called phosphatidylcholine. So we combine our turmeric, not with any random fat, but with phosphatidylcholine to just further enhance not just the absorbability, but the benefits of the product.
Those of us that are on turmeric, are taking turmeric regularly, would never be without it. And if you read the reviews, you will see exactly that. Taking into mind that same idea of soothing joints, digestion, we move on to our ginger. Again, doesn't get a lot of airtime on television. I'm pleased we are tonight.
And ginger, we haven't talked about it for a very long time. What ginger is often referred to as sort of Mother Nature's way to sort of calm a nauseous stomach. That when it comes to that kind of an unsettled stomach, that's where ginger is sort of soothing at its very, very best. But again, also, there's research and science talking about ginger's role and ginger's benefits in terms of our joints. And that's why a lot of folks like turmeric and ginger combined together. But you get our high-potency ginger extract, 450 milligrams. So turmeric or ginger, they're both roots. And in fact, here's our ginger root right here. And Muriel often at home, what she'll do with ginger is she will dice it up, kind of mince it, and sometimes even just crush it, and we'll put it into tea. And that's something that I've been remiss. We've been frequently asked to do a ginger tea, a turmeric tea.
That would be nice.
And ginger tea we can do. The turmeric tea, I'd want to see if we could somehow combine that turmeric with fatty acids in the tea, so the tea won't just taste good, but will also make the turmeric available. But that's something that I've been asked to do for a number of years, and we were looking at a while ago. We need to sort of rediscover that research.
And for those of us that are interested in other things that Andrew does, Andrew does have a line of teas, and we'll mention them a little bit later in the show. I adore Andrew's teas, and many folks don't even realize you do it.
They're all virtually perfectly related. They're teas that you could steep for not just minutes, but hours, and they never get bitter. Chamomile tea, peppermint tea, chamomile peppermint, green mint, so you get the benefits of green tea, but the flavor of mint tea. So a full range of teas that you could explore.
What I love about Andrew is there's always a surprise around the corner, and 2019 is going to be a year full of surprises, right?
We have some, we don't come out with the new products very often, but we have some very interesting ones coming. And we had even sampled in December, I believe, we sampled our sunscreen.
Yes.
So our new sunscreen is coming out, and sunscreen is something I've had a lot of experience with over 20 years, just understanding zinc oxide, which is the only sunscreen ingredient that we should contemplate using. But that's something we'll talk about more in the summer.
It's to come, lots of excitement. If you are wanting to try ginger, again, today's a wonderful day to do it. You know, Andrew's products are available 365 days a year online at HSN. Andrew has his own vitamin store.
And by the way, that reminds me of a question.
Okay, come on.
There was another question that said, why, if there's 365 days in a year, why are the large sizes of something like ginger, which, by the way, this is about, I think, about 16 cents, 17 cents a capsule for ginger, which is incredibly affordable. Why are we 360 capsules, not 365 capsules?
Good question.
It's a great question. And the reason why is because the typical vitamin sizes in the past, and for ease of sort of calculations on value, were typically 60s and 90s and things like that. We do these larger sizes so you save more money. We do these larger sizes also so it's more environmentally sound. So you get a 360 count instead of 6 UPS or 6 FedEx deliveries. It's just far more efficient. It's only 1 bottle instead of 6 bottles. But the reason why we do it is just because it's so consistently between our products. So we tend to have our smallest size is a 30, then we go 60, 90, typically sometimes 120, 180, 360, and even say 720.
Good answer. Thank you for clearing that up.
So you can look at the 360 versus a 720 on certain products and go, oh, it's twice as much product and it's only 50% more. Wow, that's a great value.
Well, we've talked about our turmeric, we've talked about our ginger, and Andrew, for those that can't make a mind up, we have kind of the best of both.
For someone who's indecisive. No, for someone who wants both, because you're choosing both, not because you can't choose either. And certainly turmeric and ginger, and a lot of folks open these capsules and even put them into beverages or sprinkle them on foods and things like that. But you get a 50-50 blend of turmeric and ginger in each capsule. It's easy to see the difference. Here is that bright yellow is turmeric.
Right.
The beige here is ginger, and I think this one in the middle is the turmeric ginger. It's a little yellower. Oh, there we go. That's better. So more, that's the difference.
Oh, you can see it. Fabulous,
Yep.
yeah.
So the one in the middle is the turmeric ginger, the one on the far left is turmeric, and the one on the far right is ginger. And again, that's unlike other companies, other than the phospholipids to enhance the absorption of turmeric, there are no additives to my products. They're just an ultra-fine powder in a capsule. And that's why you can be assured that they won't upset your stomach as I open them up here. And it just delivers the benefits. And actually with the turmeric, you can see that the turmeric has a little bit of chunkiness to it. They all disappear. But that's because the turmeric is basically turmeric bound to fat, bound to phospholipids.
Thank you for your calls and your orders. Again, special pricing. If there's anything in your cart, make sure you check out by midnight tonight. Midnight tonight is when it kind of all changes. Well, you know, many of us, it's only human nature to play favorites, I suppose, and Andrew has many wonderful products, but I know there is a lot of folks watching right now that the minute they see healthy hair, skin, and nails, they get a warm, cozy feeling inside, because this is truly a beauty secret that everybody seems to adore. Andrew, one of your best, simple as that.
This is our most reviewed product. Thousands upon thousands of reviews. Approximately 90% or so of the reviews are positive reviews.
Yeah.
It's a remarkable product. It's a very straightforward product because we manufacture our hair, skin, and nails on the inside of our body. And anything we do on the outside of our body, it's just pretty much making up for whatever we didn't do right on the inside. And the best way to achieve the best looking, the healthiest looking hair, skin, and nails is to ensure that you give your body the tools to make it. It's complicated work. It's very hard work. Our hair, skin, and nails, it's the largest system in our body. The largest system in our body. It never stops growing. So as big and demanding as our cardiovascular system is, our heart and our blood vessels, or our nervous system, our brain, and the nerves throughout our body, as big as they might be, they're smaller than the integumentary system, which is our hair, skin, and nails. And our hair, skin, and nails, those other systems simply have to maintain themselves, repair themselves. Our hair, skin, and nails have to do that as well, but they also have to grow every single day of our lives. So that's an incredible burden, and it's really a huge manufacturing task for our body. And the nutrients, the key nutrients to accomplish that, are not abundant in our diet. And this product makes a difference. And even if you think you're doing as well as you could, I think you'll be astounded when you give this a try.
We're talking about nails that feel brittle. We're talking about hair with split ends. We're talking about skin that doesn't feel as radiant. I want to read, Andrew said it, but I want you to know the exact numbers. There are 5,798 reviews. Most items at HSN have about 10 reviews. This is just shy of 6,000. And of that, 86% are 4 and 5 stars. It works. This is one of those products where if you're curious, expect more rather than less. This will deliver more rather than less. And today and throughout the month of February, we've been delivering more of the savings. Typically as a Today Special, we love healthy hair, skin, and nails, but Andrew, as you discovered, some folks don't see the Today Special.
Yep, and that's why we did it as a monthly special. Again, it was responding to your requests that we have these key items that are our key Today Specials, and there's only one Today Special a year. Even though I'm requested to do a half a dozen Today Specials for healthy hair, skin, and nails, it could only justify it really once a year to have this kind of savings we have at our once a year Today Special, when we're going through literally tens of thousands of bottles, and most of those a 720 capsule supply. But this is the second best pricing of the year here today. The only pricing better than today is our once a year Today Special for healthy hair, skin, and nails, and which is roughly 6 months away. So,
but Andrew, respectfully, I mean, the $54.90, reading the reviews.
Plus, by the way,
go on.
It's now, it used to be, when I introduced this product, everyone had to take 2 capsules a day.
Right.
There were 500 micrograms of biotin. Everyone had to take 2 capsules a day. Some people took more. I gradually, because of that, increased the levels of biotin. Now we're at 4,000 micrograms of biotin. I would say probably a little bit more than half the folks using this product, they might start with 2 capsules, but they eventually, like me, I take 1 capsule a day of this product right now. So it's become a much more affordable product because of that, meaning that when you use this product, it's just a little bit more than a dime a day. Some people, to work within their budget, they might take a capsule every other day, and they still rave about the benefits of the product. And again, biotin is an ingredient, the levels in this product, even if you combine it with my multivitamin that has 500 micrograms of biotin, you're still not getting at levels of biotin. You can get up to 10,000 micrograms of biotin before it becomes any kind of an issue. The levels we're talking about here, a capsule at 2,000 micrograms, these are the levels, if you look at the research on hair, skin, and nails, you're looking at levels that are between 2,000 and 5,000 micrograms. That's what's required to make that visible difference that we all seek.
It is a teeny tiny price for something that does so much for so many. One I was going to say was just, Andrew, the reviews, some of them are very emotional. I mean, there's some wonderful things said, but for a lot of folks, can't live without it.
No, for a lot of folks who perhaps it's medications they've been taking that have affected their ability to grow their hair or their nails, or maybe they went through a difficult time with a health problem, and that can cause a loss of hair or nails. And simply the fact that whether it's our nails or our hair, whatever our genetic potential might be, if our body doesn't have the nutrients required to do that manufacturing work well, then it's not going to manufacture that hair, those nails, in a fashion that's going to withstand the environment, and they're going to break off prematurely. And what you read over and over and over in the reviews are individuals who'd never been able to grow their hair beyond a certain length, or certain hair on their head simply grew out a little bit and then broke off. But that those things had changed, that for the first time in their life, they had nails. Or for the first time in their life, they were able to get by without their porcelain or their acrylic nails. But again, I encourage you to read the reviews. They're not unanimously perfectly positive, but almost. So, and when you get upwards of 90% positive reviews, we're talking about not 50 or 60 reviews, which would be really impressive.
Sure.
We're talking thousands upon thousands of reviews. I think we might have almost 6,000 reviews total, and I believe almost 5,000 of the reviews are 5-star reviews.
Indeed.
So it's a pretty impressive assortment that if you give this a try, I doubt you'll be sending it back. But if it doesn't work, that's exactly what you do, and it was free. It was a free experience. Your experiment is the one that counts, which is funny. I was just telling someone the other day that Muriel is French, and we speak French at home mostly. And the word in French for experiment is expérience, experience.
Very good.
So it's une expérience. So it's funny that we always on the charts we talk about your experience, and in French that's the word for experiment. So your experience is indeed your experiment. And with healthy hair, skin, and nails, with circulation and vein support, these are products that the reviews I think would compel an opportunity. And if your experience is not a good experiment, then you send it back.
If you are curious of anything tonight, I really want to kind of steer you this way. I just think you are in for such a joyful experience with it. Because this is the monthly special, the pricing is coming to a close. It's been available at this wonderful deal for the whole month of February. Clearly, we only have a couple days now remaining. It is not going to be available at that price come March 1st. So give this a go. The joyful thing is you just take a few days and you start to see the difference in your hair, skin, and nails, which leads us to just a very quick presentation on phytoceramides. You know, you read the label and it talks about naturally enhancing the skin's moisture. How does it do that?
Well, phytoceramides, it's following our blueprint. You see phytoceramides in a lot of topical products, but unfortunately, when they're in topical products, yes, they could deliver some kind of an emollient moisturizing effect. But the way phytoceramides moisturize the skin takes place deeper within the skin. And phytoceramides, it's the most important of the lipid-based molecules that retains skin's moisture. And it's in the research, the studies involving this specific phytoceramide, our phytoceramides here, it shows that the phytoceramides, when you orally ingest them, it goes to the site in our skin where that moisturizing role takes place. It also visibly changes the moisture quality, the plumpness of the skin. So it's Mother Nature's, it's the natural way to moisturize the skin. Phytoceramides are a natural molecule that helps our skin retain the stratum corneum, which is a deeper layer of the skin where all the business takes place in terms of moisturization, where moisturizers really don't access. Phytoceramides, when you swallow them, then they get access. They're interesting to have in a topical product because they feel nice and smooth when they go on. But in terms of how they moisturize, that can only happen when you deliver them from the inside.
Inside out, just like with our healthy hair, skin and nails, these two would go together wonderfully. And our pricing, as you can see, really affordable and competitive. Never forget that with the larger sizing on the products, they are on FlexPay as well.
The savings is incredible on phytoceramides. Unfortunately, the levels we provide, phytoceramides are very expensive.
Right.
So I wish they weren't. But they are very expensive because, as everyone knows, we try to offer products that typically are 10 to 20 cents a capsule, or even less than 10 cents a capsule in some cases.
Yeah.
So a product like this, unfortunately, it's a very, very expensive raw material. It comes from Europe. It actually comes from France.
Wow.
And it's unfortunate that it is so expensive, but it is effective, and the science is compelling if you do some of the research on the science online.
And indeed, the reviews, as we head over, the reviews will say worth every penny in terms of the results that they've seen. We're going to move along to...
And I really didn't emphasize with the healthy hair, skin, and nails. I should have said, is today the 25th? Today's the 25th.
Yeah.
We have just 3 more days left in February, and the healthy hair, skin, and nails monthly special ends.
I said that.
Oh, you
I
said
did.
that.
I
Good.
did. Don't, yeah,
okay.
no, because
I was busy talking to everyone over there.
No, I knew though because
I was just ignoring you.
Yeah, everybody does, Andrew. I'm used to it.
I would never do that.
Well, one thing that we definitely want you to hear is about cranberry and the wonderful benefits.
And now this is because February is a short month.
Yes.
And I'm here at the very end of February. What we're doing is we're using tonight as an opportunity to sort of kick off the monthly specials for March.
Is this a monthly special as well?
This is a monthly special in March.
Oh, fabulous.
So on the 28th, we lose healthy hair, skin, and nails.
Right.
But cranberry benefits, we'll talk about cranberry briefly, cinnamon briefly, berberine briefly, and green foods. I selected 4 plants.
Okay.
4, so cranberry, cinnamon, berberine, and green foods, all very different benefits. We seek them for different reasons, but they're all at great monthly specials for the month of March. I'm not on air in March, so I figured we'd take 4 popular products and make them monthly specials.
You see, you're a VIP. If you're watching this show tonight, you're getting early access to the March monthly specials. Cranberry is something that typically we always get a wonderful response on. And we don't just mean like a glass of cranberry juice, do we, Andrew?
Well, the problem with a glass of cranberry juice, and mind you, the cranberry juice like we have on the counter here, I love the taste of that.
Sure.
But I think it's 150 calories or so a cup. It is 140 calories a cup.
Wow.
It's 35 grams of sugar per cup. 35 grams of sugar per cup. So obviously not something healthy. I try to eat nothing with any significant amount of added sugar. So obviously that would be off the list.
Right.
And our cranberry product is simply designed, and it's evolved over the 20 plus years that I've had it. It's simply designed to deliver the protective compounds that have long been recognized as being beneficial in cranberry. Cranberry is one of those traditional remedies that I say if there was a poster child for a traditional remedy that also achieved scientific validation, it's cranberry. You look, it's going to be at the head of that list. So turmeric is right there with it, where science is now validating the benefits, but certainly cranberry is one of those. And if you read the reviews on this product, and I think this is another product that's almost perfectly reviewed, which is remarkable. I think this
4.8 stars.
4.8 stars, which means out of a total of
621 reviews.
620. How many are 5-star?
543.
543 out of 621
Amazing.
are 5-star reviews. There's probably barely 10 1-star reviews.
Indeed, correct.
So, no, it's just this product performs and performs well, performs impeccably. And we all are blessed, I don't know, blessed or cursed with a urinary tract, certainly as we get older. Women tend to be more conscious and aware of the health of their urinary tract, bladder, kidneys than men are. But men, as we get older, we kind of discover our prostate, and our prostate lives in close proximity to our bladder and urinary tract and ureter, and that proximity, as our as our prostate goes through its normal, natural growth. Our prostate starts about the size of a walnut, and by the time a man reaches 80 years of age, it's probably the size of a large grapefruit.
Wow.
And there's not a lot of space inside us to accommodate, so that changes as men age their urinary function. So we all become aware as we age of the importance of maintaining a healthy environment in our bladder, kidneys, urinary tract, and as I said, top of the list as a natural tool to support that. And the reviews underscore it, emphasize it, put as much of an accent on it as possible. The reviews truly do that, and I encourage you to read them. And the product is incredibly affordable. As I said before, we try to keep our products between, say, 10 and 20 cents a capsule.
Wow.
And this product is about 15 cents a capsule.
You know what it is? I mean, we're looking at $39 to get the largest size. Absolutely add this to your shopping cart if you're ordering tonight. You're getting the best savings of the year, plus you're getting free shipping and handling and flex pay. So $39 is going to get you the 240 caps. That's going to be your cranberry that everybody adores and loves. We're going to head over this way because, as Andrew said, there is not just one March monthly. You did a little hop there.
My questions.
It does put the pep in your step. That's what Andrew's vitamins do. Our next monthly special is going to be the cinnamon.
Cinnamon, and cinnamon is a product. There are several questions asking me, do I make any product to help in supporting healthy blood sugar levels?
Right.
Help supporting healthy insulin metabolism, because the manner in which our body secretes and utilizes insulin to help us store away the blood sugar so that our blood sugar levels aren't too high, the manner in which that entire dance takes place, that determines whether our blood sugar levels are going to be healthy and whether we're engaging in healthy blood sugar metabolism. It's something that we all have to be aware of, certainly in this country. As we become more overweight, as we become less active, as we consume more sugar and more too easily digested carbohydrates, that all challenges that system. That's why it's wonderful to have a product. We'll talk about berberine in a moment because it also shares this benefit. It's fun to talk about a product like cinnamon extract because it's really the first ingredient, other than saying, say, a healthy multivitamin is important for how you manage blood sugar, but cinnamon is truly something that target is, that process is its target. And the reviews on this product, it's another product that if you read the reviews, they're exceptionally positive. It's a product that, notwithstanding my healthy blood sugar levels and my healthy A1C levels, something we really want to be aware of, because our A1C levels, our glycated hemoglobin, that's something that gives us, when we get our blood sugar level, we're looking at the blood sugar level at the moment they drew the blood out of our arm. When we look at our A1C, we're looking at, instead of a snapshot, we're looking at more of a summary of blood sugar level over the past few months. So it's really very relevant to know our A1C numbers. And just me using this product, it's definitely helped with both my fasting blood sugar and A1C, both of which are very good. So it helps me keep them not just in the healthy range, but even the healthier range. So it's just a great tool. And again, another product that's exceptionally affordable. If you look at this, it's another product that's basically 15 cents a capsule.
Now, Andrew, this would not be a today's special, correct?
Not upcoming. It's not planned to be a today's special. If it will be one, it wouldn't be till the very end of the year.
So not
upcoming.
This is very significant pricing.
So this is the best pricing we're probably going to see on this for at least, kind of like the cranberry, for the duration of the year, yes.
$39.90, so we're now kind of mirroring the pricing of the cranberry. $39 and change, extremely affordable. To add this into your arsenal and say, okay, I'm doing something for me this year. I'm really starting to tackle head on some of those signs and feelings of aging. When you start to take some of Andrew's vitamins, you feel better. I joke about a pep in your step, but it really is that case. FlexPay and, of course, free shipping and handling gets it sent directly to you. Just for those wondering, and because this is a fair question, this isn't just like you're buying a cinnamon spice from the supermarket shelves, is it?
No. Not at all. Although, if you open the capsule, it definitely smells like cinnamon.
Glorious, yeah.
So it's, and Muriel will often, she'll open a capsule when she makes her little coffee at home.
Right.
I open a capsule on my oat bran at home. So it tastes exactly and smells. I don't know if you were able to smell it.
I can.
I opened the capsule here. So it smells and tastes exactly like cinnamon, but it is produced in a very different fashion. fashion because it's standardized. So what we actually do is you concentrate the cinnamon. Cinnamon naturally contains it contains things like carbohydrate and fiber, nutrients that aren't necessarily relevant to its efficacy in terms of supporting healthy blood sugar metabolism. So we standardize to focus on the flavones, to focus on the polyphenols, to focus on the type A polymers. So that's the difference between a cinnamon spice and a standardized cinnamon spice. That's easy for me to say. That's a lot of, that's very sibilant.
Oh, sibilant.
That's a good, you use the word sibilant?
What does that mean?
I think sibilant means a series of words that start with the sound S.
Well, I'm writing that down, Andrew. Word of the day, sibilant.
I think so.
Does anybody in the studio know that word? Sibilant? No?
No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just embarrassed myself on national television.
See, anything you say, I write it down.
No, but it's like sort of those literary devices like onomatopoeia and spoonerism.
Yes.
There's all these. You know what a spoonerism is?
Sorry, Rick was just telling me something. What did you just say?
A spoonerism is when you invert the two letters that start two words. So
when you invert the two letters that start
I can't
two
think
words.
of a good example like a fast cat, a cast fat. That would be, I think, a spoonerism. And I think it was named after a Reverend Spooner who, when he gave his sermons, he apparently did spoonerisms. Who knew? But I'm, again, these are random things out of my past that I might be confusing.
Spoonerism, and the other one was a...
Sibilant.
Sibilant. You see, folks?
No, it's sort of like when something's alliterative. So sibilance, I think, is when something is alliterative with S's, when there's a lot of S's in the sounds or words. So a snake is sibilant.
A snake is sibilant.
Because it hisses.
It hisses.
Yes. So, okay, we need to move on. I'm sorry.
Expect more from our presentations, folks. I'm telling you, you never know what you're going to learn.
So the shows are now becoming truly educational, I hope.
Folks, we are thrilled that you're having a good time. Everybody's chuckling backstage as well. We are thrilled to be here. If you're just tuning in, I know the clock is about to strike 10 p.m. on the East Coast. We are having our monthly specials right now. The March ones we're doing a little bit ahead of time because this is Andrew's only, doesn't have any shows in March.
Nope.
Perhaps one of the most popular of the monthly specials will be the Green Foods Complex. I could talk about this all day long, Andrew. Those of us that have had it or tried it swear by it.
And it's an incredibly simple product. Like all of my products, their unique characteristic is just that there's nothing else in the product but the product. Typical dietary supplements, nutritional supplements have additives, binders, fillers, flowing agents. You'll always see on a label additional ingredients. If you look at this product, could you hand me a bottle, please? If you look at the back of the label here and it says other ingredients, it basically says capsule. So that's the only other ingredient is the capsule, whereas other products will have things like magnesium stearate or stearic acid or silica or maltodextrin or different forms of carbohydrate. But there's no additives at all. And because of that, you could have a small capsule, as you see here, a small green capsule, and it is green. And because the only thing in that capsule is the spirulina, the chlorella, the blue-green algae, the barley grass, and the wheatgrass.
Right.
Those are the 5 most popular green foods. And despite containing wheatgrass, this is, like all of my products, gluten-free. So you don't have to worry with any of my products about the presence of gluten.
Always gluten-free.
And always non-GMO.
Right.
So that goes without saying. But I just to show the kind of the power of the pigment, there's 500 milligrams. And this is going into almost a pint of water.
Sure.
But 500 milligrams of green foods. And you just get a sense it gets so dark that it literally almost gets so dark green it's almost black. And then the fun thing about it is it tastes kind of good and sweet. It's
versus what you would normally expect with something like wheatgrass.
Because wheatgrass, for me, wheatgrass is absolutely unpalatable.
Yeah.
I'd rather, it's just, imagine the worst tasting medicine. For me, that's how wheatgrass affects me.
A lot of people feel that way about it.
But wheatgrass does contain a rich complement of nutrients and chlorophyll and active phytochemicals. So if you love it, good for you. You're getting benefits from a wonderful little shot of wheatgrass. But what we've done here is we've tried to give you the benefits in one capsule of the 5 most popular green foods. And I've heard your requests. You'd like me to make, as we're going to have our little packet of we'll have a little natural sweetener,
Yeah.
0-calorie sweetener coming out in the future. We're going to do small packets, a little larger than that, but small packets of a green drink, a red drink, so different colored drinks that provide the health benefits of those healthy pigments.
This is, for me, the Superman drink, and this might be for you if you've got a busy day ahead. It might be for your son who's studying hard. It's giving you those superpowers, as it were, in terms of the powerful punch of the most important green foods. Cannot recommend this enough. This, to me, just helps to give me a more positive outlook. I feel like I've done something wonderful. I've never seen it at this pricing before. So as a monthly special, 360 caps to get it for $69.90 is insane.
For some products that won't be today's specials, such as green foods, the monthly special price is really their today's special price. So
Yes.
you're correct. The normal price at $109 for the large size. Today it's $69. And these are very expensive ingredients, all of these green food ingredients. And again, it's a product that's less than 20 cents a capsule. To get 100% pure, the entire volume of that capsule is just filled with the green foods.
If you'd like to try it, definitely order tonight. And of course, all the other things. We'll get through still a lot more products in the next hour, but maybe you've been thinking about ordering the omega-3 product or Breath Plus.
Well, the omega-3 product, you could reorder it if you want, but know that in April, 2 months from now, our maximum essential omega-3 and our ultimate eye are going to be the Today Special.
Aha.
So no need to reorder them.
Information.
If you're running out, just reorder a small bottle, because